What's going on, everybody? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Wayne James when it coming to another Wayne React video. And today we are reacting to the pink ball situation. So basically, if y'all know about the lady who made her name is Chef P, I guess. She invented the pink sauce, and the pink sauce was skyrocketing around the world. She doing collaborations, and she making money off the pink sauce. And then all of a sudden, it went left when people are buying her products, exposing her for the pink sauce, what is inside of it and shit, man. I don't know, but shout out to Jamari with the informations and details. We gonna get into it, and like I said, man, we on the road to 400 subs, man. Let's get into it.
So a couple of years back, I had made a few videos about a viral TikTok turned bootleg product called the Pink Sauce. This woman who went by Chef P was a private event caterer for various celebrities. And while messing around in
Wow,
her
she
kitchen
met
one
Trippy
day,
Red.
she put together a concoction that went viral simply because of the color and how she poured it all over any type of food you can imagine.
The sauce has a unique taste, like it tastes like its own thing. You can't really compare it to anything else.
Now, immediately, people were curious about how this pink concoction tasted, so Chef P went right to trying to produce the sauce in house, creating a website and selling it for $20 a pop, and then mailing it out without any sort of preservatives or temperature controlled packaging right in the middle of a brutally hot summer. Now, keep in mind, at that time, the product did contain milk, which is obviously extremely perishable, and needless to say, most of these packages showed up rancid,
Oh,
and in some
yeah.
cases, the bottles had even exploded.
I'm just a little worried about it being swollen. I don't know if this is considered swollen or not, or if that's what the bottle is, but
No, no, ma'am. We're not trying this. Look at this. It stinks like throw up.
And so it was
Ew.
glaringly obvious that Chef P was not doing things the right way. This actually led to people being sent to the hospital after consuming her products, potentially because of botulism, which is essentially when a ton of bacteria builds up in an enclosed space, and then obviously it is consumed. And that's not to even mention the fact that there were no gloves in sight, obviously no proper sanitation. She was pouring these things into like candle holders. It was really just a woman and her delusions being hyped up by online comments. And so rightfully so, Chef P starts getting all types of hate. And right off the
Mhm.
bat, it was very clear that she was not the sharpest crayon in the 64 count box.
What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical products. The pink sauce don't contribute to your health. I never said that.
And this would actually start a long running theme of this woman playing the victim, and things would only get much worse when Chef
She
P
on
would make an
the
appearance on some
Karma
sort
the
of
Karamo
bootleg
show.
daytime talk show with this dude Karamo.
First of all, I'm gonna give it up to you big time because if I ever hear of a black woman that is creating her own business, big up, okay?
Thank you.
Because that is powerful. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
and thank you.
We have a world that tells you that you're not able to pursue these things, you're not able to do these things. So big up.
Now, from the start, I would say that Karamo had a very strong bias towards Chef P, essentially throwing her bail at every single opportunity.
And let them know, hey, the shipment got damaged. We're aware of this. We will either refund you or send you a brand new bottle of pink sauce. Letting them know, like, hey, we care. And
You handled your business like a
Yes.
boss. She was like, I made a mistake, I'm gonna rectify it.
yes,
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no big deal. Let's all clap for the woman after she damn near poisoned thousands of people. And so next they bring out this woman, Allie, who had made a critical review of her pink sauce. I mean, I guess they thought this would be like a big gotcha moment, as they painted her criticism from the start as online harassment.
I think she's one of the people that you said kept on with the harassment, right?
yes.
I mean, the pink sauce clown even cries before they bring her out on stage. Like, oh, here comes the big bad bully, here comes the boogeyman.
it's not bad. Definitely not worth $20 a bottle. But we support small businesses. I don't know if she's fixing things or not. That's not my problem. Today, when I went to go open it, something is not right. The smell that's coming out of this bottle, something is wrong. It's rotten. There is a piece of glitter.
Glitter.
When I was doing the review, there was just so many red flags that I saw in it. Like the label, when you make a USDA label, you have to put in batch numbers because if something were to be recalled, you have to be able to trace it down to the salt and pepper that is in something.
Okay, but why would I contact someone who's fabricating something on the
But
internet?
nothing was fabricated.
To be honest, you're not special. You're not special.
Ooh.
Okay? So, why?
So once again, Chef P really just played the victim after she herself royally fucked up. This actually resulted in so much backlash that Karamo had to go back on his show and apologize.
But I want to tell you right now, I am sorry, just point blank period, that I gaslit you.
Now following this drama, Chef P would actually be rewarded for her bad behavior by this guy named Dave Hirschkopf, owner of Dave's Gourmet Sauces. He would actually take a chance and sign her to a 360 food deal to make her sauce legit. So they start bottling it at a legitimate distributor, and they get it on the shelves of every Walmart all around the country. And I think this is right around the time the pink sauce lady was really feeling herself. She felt like she had made it, and essentially like her life would be on easy mode from here on out. But when I say that karma hit this woman like a cement truck, I really do mean it. For starters, the sauce still did not have a consistent color, and really the only thing that was pink about it was the label. And people also still did not have favorable reviews when they tried the product.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I could taste that.
Oh, hell no. Yeah.
And essentially it was a bigger flop than the recent Snow White movie. Like outside of people buying it for a YouTube or TikTok review, this thing was dead on arrival.
Damn.
Immediately it went on clearance. And here is where the story takes a very interesting turn. I'm sure some of you watch Shark Tank and know that when someone goes in there and they don't really know how to operate their business, but the sharks actually think their product is decent, whoever invests in the company will likely become the majority shareholder.
There's only one answer to this. I have to hire you both so I can fire you. This is so horrible.
Because obviously in those situations, the shark has all the leverage. Because without them, the person who usually lacks the business knowledge will be nothing and their product will go nowhere. So the shark does all the legwork, they restructure the business, they fix their various issues, and the investor reaps most of the profits and has ultimate jurisdiction over that product moving forward. That is exactly what this guy Dave wanted to do with the pink sauce, was to essentially swoop in and save the day.
Why did Dave's Gourmet partner with Chef P? We saw the pink sauce go viral on TikTok along with everyone else. But with our 30 plus years of making sauces, we offered our expertise instead of criticism. Dave's Gourmet entered a partnership to help bring Chef P's vision safely to the consumer market.
Now obviously the end product was something that no one wanted to buy. I really think he miscalculated her reputation, and this is when Chef P goes right back into full defense mode, slandering Dave online and even posting a GoFundMe attempting to raise $100,000 to keep her ass off the streets, claiming that my guy Dave lied to her, that he did not pay her what she was owed, and that he was not transparent about their sales numbers in regards to her sauce.
I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they lied about everything they said in the beginning. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they didn't involve me in the creation of the product. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they took my ideas and tried to turn them into their own. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they lied to the media to make me look like a bad person. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they're trying to deteriorate my brand from their own mistakes.
Now Dave turns around and saw Chef P dragging his name through the virtual streets, and this guy came with the receipts to dunk on her head. Basically, Dave had been giving her a cash advance to be nice. First on things like refunds from her original disaster of a product totaling over $30,000 nice. First,
Wait, what the hell? Wait, I gotta see this. Fall of 2022, Shaw was struggling financially, so DG provided Shaw with a multiple cash advance that totaled more than $40,000. They did not charge her any interest or fees. These advances were supposed to be offset by the future royalties that Shaw was going to earn.
Dave had been giving her a cash advance to be nice. First on things
Dave Gourmet reveals that Veronica received $45,000 upfront for purchasing the pink sauce brand from her. It was agreed that she will to be responsible for handling all refunds to customers who received bad product or didn't receive anything despite paying for it prior to the partnership. After the agreement was signed, it turns out Miss Shaw did not have enough money to cover all refunds. So Dave's Gourmet gave her another $30,000 to cover refunds, even though it was not their responsibility.
It's like refunds from her
Damn.
original disaster of a product totaling over $30,000.
So basically she's getting the money.
Like, you want the product to now have a good reputation.
She was getting
you
that
wanna
bag.
right those
And what
old wrongs,
did she
even if
do
you
with
were not
all that?
responsible. But then she was essentially on her hands and knees begging this guy for financial assistance on things like groceries, shopping trips, and even birthday parties. And once again, Dave would give her the cash to be taken from her royalties at a later time, which in this case would be like in the next quarter. And it seems like she was so dumb that she thought any and all expenses from her personal life could now be written off as a business expense. Like, oh, just charge it to my guy Dave, he's good for it. Like, if anything, he was being nice to her in this situation, and due to her own ignorance, once again she played the victim.
Everyone was complaining because the sauce was like orange. Dave's Gourmet wasn't sharing information with me. Dave crossed me so much that I have no choice but to file suit. You're not supporting me by purchasing this.
Then, to make matters even worse, she tried to invoice him for over $120,000 because she wanted $90 times the 1,400 hours for the time that she claimed she spent promoting the product online. And keep in mind, guys, never was any of this laid out in the contract by any stretch of the imagination. It really seems like she just had a very basic royalty structure and nothing more. But it also seems like she thought she could live off this pink sauce money for the rest of her life, when obviously the product was a total flop. I mean, honestly, if I was at someone's house and they whipped out the pink sauce for dinner, like to throw on some wings or maybe some spaghetti, I'm getting up and leaving immediately, disowning them as a friend or a family member forever. And yet she still had the audacity to try and tell them that she would need a $1.5 million payment if they wanted to continue selling her pink sauce.
My royalty is supposed to be paid to me before any expenses. When I received my royalty for quarter one, it was paid to me before any expenses. Now that I'm uncomfortable and they know that I would have been hiring legal help, they make this bogus excuse as to why they're putting expenses on top of my royalty. It does not work like that.
This photo took our family over 2 weeks to make, and here's how I added magic with a
If I wouldn't, like,
this is when
like, he's a nice, at least he's helping you out, like, literally. I don't understand what playing victim is, but yo, if he is giving you money to help your ass to stay out, to help your ass out of the streets or out of the gutter, you don't have to spend money on trips and shit. You rather just focus, just like, you could keep the pink sauce. You see, I'm stuttering shit, man. Damn. But yeah, but like I said, man, you just gotta dig deep more inside that sauce. Make sure it's like, you gotta find the special. You gotta listen to the people. Basically, that's what it is. You gotta listen when you interact with people and customers, and you doing the food business and all that shit, bro. You just gotta listen to the customers and feel the taste. And you try different types of like bites and treats and all that shit, bro. I'm telling you, one day you will come up with a genius plan, put into that pink sauce, and everybody's gonna start rebuying the pink sauce again, and you will be back in business.
Dave really decided to lay it all out there, and he claims that they gave her a total of $161,000 through their partnership, even giving her $14,000 after she was talking shit about them because she was crying about getting evicted and going homeless.
Concerning your pink sauce, and you know, as we saw, it kind of looked like you were on the up and up, and unfortunately you went live, I think the day before yesterday, with the GoFundMe saying that you are now facing eviction, you don't have food in your house, your phone is off right now, so you're at a Starbucks just doing this interview, and you don't have any money to your name.
And that's not to even mention that she almost immediately got a full body makeover the day that Dave's paycheck hit her bank account. I mean, it's almost as if she thought Dave and his company were gonna be like her new sugar daddy or some shit like that, when in all reality, he likely lost a ton of money to develop and produce this product. I mean, I would think that this is something he laughs about in the current day, as it was such a terrible decision.
However, I will be giving entrepreneurial tips.
I mean, honestly, she's lucky that she does not have a defamation lawsuit waiting at her doorstep, that my guy Dave did not try to take her very last shekels.
Yeah, Dave, Dave, you a weirdo. You a simp, my nigga. I don't care, bro. You a simp, bro. You could have just hit her with a defamation lawsuit, because that's called extortion. She extorting you just to do some bogus trips and she got a plastic surgeon on her body? Oh hell no. I'm sorry. That's crazy.
He has the audacity to try to go behind their back and make a new sauce that would come in a dry packet that the consumer had to mix on their own, while still calling it the pink sauce. Now releasing the nasty brother of the pink sauce, the blue sauce.
All right, y'all, let me show y'all one of
The
ways
blue
I mix
sauce?
the blue sauce. And oh my gosh, it was so good. Okay, so first we gonna need an activator, okay? So here, I'm adding in the blue seasoning, and then I was doing Holy Spirit, activate, activate, activate.
I'm here to tell you right now,
Nobody
And
cares.
even till this day, despite her product crashing and burning almost 2 years ago, she still is out here trying to convince people to buy her sauce. She still claims it will be bigger than ketchup one day, and she seems just as delusional about the entire thing as she was from the start. In general, the pink sauce lady should serve as a good lesson to not go full force into something you know nothing about, especially when you are not willing to learn even after making multiple mistakes. And it's just so lame that she was always playing the victim when a literal child could understand how she was in the wrong.
You get a fucking deal, Dave's Gourmet.
More black people, because I feel like our faith is snatched from us from when we young, you know? Oh, don't
You see where her eyes popped up when she interviewed?
ain't gonna be able to get food stamps.
Do you know that it just protected me from this and that?
I mean, all this lady had to do was stay in the celebrity chef lane, but instead she totally nukes her reputation in the food space and essentially just became a living meme, like a laughingstock online.
To be honest, you're not special.
But either way, I want to know what you guys think about this update down below. You know, the other day I was just sitting at my computer thinking, whatever happened to that pink sauce lady? And the reality was actually much funnier than I could have ever imagined. I mean, seriously, thinking that you can just write off your lifestyle as a business expense on a company you do not own was really just beyond delusional. But y'all let me know what you guys think about down below in the comments. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But
shout out to Jamari. Well, I don't hate on her, but I just feel like she just needs some guidance. Not guidance, but like coaching on when you're doing food business and shit, bro. You just gotta do, cause way how you handle it, the pink sauce is not popping no more.